America, how y'all doing? I want to welcome you all to Big Sam and Nephews. We're back on this week doing sports. Basically, that's what we do. We talk about sports. I want to welcome everyone to our podcast, Big Sam and Nephews. One of my nephews got another job for Delta Airlines, and I'm happy for him. So he might be here, might not be here, but the show goes on anyway. And also, I want to tell you right now that Big Sam and Nephews is sponsored by My Guy Market at 504 East Belmont Avenue here in the wonderful city of Fresno, California, which, by the way, I reside in Fresno, California. My nephew is from Atlanta, Georgia. My good friend Nathan Marlow is up in Sacramento.
Yeah.
River City.
That's how. Yeah, there we go. So anyway.
River Town. We're not really a city, but this is kind of a big town.
Yeah, I was up there for my aunt's. I caught the train up there a couple of weeks ago for my aunt's funeral, and I said Sacramento. Some towns fit your groove. Sacramento doesn't really fit my groove anymore. Never really did. I've been, I'll tell you anyway.
Most importantly, my condolences, Reverend your aunt, and of course, we're also sponsored by.
No, I gotta tell you. That My Guy Market, 504 East Belmont Avenue here in Fresno, California. See, I got sidetracked. It's also the award-winning, yummy Texas Steakhouse sandwich, the Checkmate Texas Steakhouse sandwich, and also My Guy Market is. Oh man, I went off again. I'll go back on here in 1 second.
Fresno Social Sports.
I got you.
No, hang on.
We can see.
Here we go.
We can see Unc.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So anyway, also, My Guy Market is also the owner of My Guy Market is my good friend Floyd Sanchez, and then I also want to say to my other good friend, the cook Eddie, how you doing, brother? Nice talking to you all. And also, I got one more sponsor. My Big Sam and Nephews is also sponsored by Fresno Social Sports, where the adults come to play and connect, and they have fun, and they are building a community one game at a time. You can join Fresno Social Sports at Fresno Social Sports. You can go online at Fresno Social Sports. And the owner of that company is my good friend Eric DeYoung. He's the owner of Fresno Social Sports Network. And also, two good guys, two good sponsors. Man, couldn't have better guys. I think I texted Eric this week because one of my old boss is now to be my old boss. She's good. Abby Lawson. She's going to down to Southern California to work for the Dodgers organization now.
Nice.
It's like, boo-hoo.
Nice.
Hey,
get that money.
The thing is that it's always about money. Anytime you switch a job, it's about money. It's about money. But I'm gonna miss her. She's good people. So anyway,
that's a chance of a lifetime. That's a chance of a lifetime right there.
Oh, for sure. I don't begrudge her.
She's leaving and working for
the Graduate Cucamonga team down in Southern California. It's an affiliate for the Dodgers.
The blue team.
I know.
But they're actually building a new stadium down there too, I was told. So that's probably another reason to get on board with that, But good for her, man. She's good people and she's a hard worker, very good. I just wonder sometimes now we don't know who we're going to hire. That's a big mystery now, who they're going to hire now. So, the job is not an easy job. I watch her all the time. It's like, oh man, she is.
What does she do?
She was kind of like the coordinator for our job. Like she does our scheduling, everything. Like when we have to work concerts, she gets up early, has to come early and stay late. So. Right. It's not a
sure.
It's a great job, but they don't pay her enough. I can tell you that, which is probably why she's going somewhere else to make more money. So it's not good, All right.
Yeah.
I was talking about the Niners today. They won. Somebody else did won. Oh man, Seattle is putting it on the Vikings, and I'm not really. I think sadly enough, the Vikings. picked the wrong. They drafted the wrong quarterback and everything. He's just not McCarthy. Not he was hurt all last year and he came back this year and they kept, oh, McCarthy's the guy. It's like, no, he's not. He's not. He's not.
He was a high draft pick, wasn't he?
Yep.
Yes, he was by the Vikings. And the problem was the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks.
He was their quarterback.
He was the Vikings quarterback.
That went 14-2.
Yep, and they won this. But see, sometimes organizations they overthink themselves and they pick the wrong.
Who was that? Was it Sam Darnold?
Sam Darnold.
Right.
Great quarterback. Nice, great quarterback for. He's a great quarterback for Seattle now. And so Seattle's right in the running. They're San Francisco, Seattle. The Rams lost to Carolina today. Carolina's starting to put it together now.
Yeah. So look at what happened with their quarterback when they benched him, and he was a little bit too small. He was a little bit too frail, and because he's in the same class with
McCarthy.
No. He was in the same class with what's the quarterback from Houston? C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud. They're actually good friends.
Yep.
They're both out of Southern California. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I like Bryce Young. I think.
Oh yeah, I do too.
I think he. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like. I like Dak Prescott. It pains me to say that because he's the Cowboys, but I like Dak Prescott though. I like Pat.
What I find amazing to me, Nathan, is that you look at all the black quarterbacks now.
Yeah, they're all black.
There are a lot of black quarterbacks in the league now.
Is it really amazing, or is it that guys who are just as good athletically, 30, 40 years ago as they are now, didn't get the chance?
Right, and that's the thing.
When the Rams went to the Super Bowl, Carol Rosenblum called Chuck Knox and said, "No, you don't start." Who was their quarterback? Williams.
Yeah.
Right. Don't start him. Put the other guy in.
And he can't, and he didn't. He benched him and went with the other guy. Of course, they won, but they always depicted back quarterbacks as not being very bright, low IQ people. Imagine that.
Yeah. If you guys haven't watched I think it's on Amazon Prime, but it's the evolution of the black quarterback, and Michael Vick does the documentary, which is awesome because he was the quintessential from, hey, you made it and you were the quintessential quarterback for your time, to,
and he was an athlete.
Yeah, so but he's historically correct because you're talking about all the old guys, all the way, Doug Williams, the guy from the Steelers,
even before them.
Yeah,
they had
the Street Joe.
Yes, the Street Joe.
Yes,
they had another quarterback before that. Denver did, and they moved that quarterback to defensive halfback, and he's
Morrison or something.
No.
For Denver.
No, I got to think about it now.
If I heard it, I know it.
I'm thinking cap on. The quarterback used to be the quarterback for the old Denver Broncos years ago. Come on, Nathan, think. I got my thinking cap on.
Javier's on Google.
A lot of guys got moved to the defensive backfield.
Yes.
I mean, there's a long list,
Oh, yeah.
But a guy like Warren Moon, for instance, obvious, he's a Hall of Famer. I don't even have to ask. He's got to be in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he's a.
He is.
He didn't get drafted. He went and played in Canadian Football League at first.
And won a bunch of championships in the Canadian Football League, too.
And he wasn't even going to be given a chance.
Right. He wasn't given a chance. And, of course, when he did, he tore it up, man.
Yeah.
He tore it up.
Yeah.
So, the evolution, I'd also like to ask, Michael Vick, tremendous athlete, probably a better athlete than quarterback, but he was, he did some damage. Um, I just he wasn't the most exciting speaker. You know, he's kind of doesn't make expressions. So I wonder, does he do a pretty good job on the documentary?
Yeah, because he brings everybody together. So you know, he talks
Well,
about Fritz
the other
Pollard
thing,
and things like that.
right? The other thing is that a lot of these guys um, are from down south. I'm not knocking it, but they have southern accents, and they talk a little country for the Caucasian people. But now you look at it, you go back, you can go back to the Super Bowl that Seattle lost to New England. Well, they didn't give the Marshawn Lynch the football.
Right.
You remember that? That's rule.
Yeah. Now, if that play had
Yeah.
worked, you know, Pete Carroll would have been the greatest genius in the history of the league. But to not work when you have a guy, I mean, boy, that's a sink or swim thing, you know.
Well, I think I blame the offensive coordinator because he had to call the play, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Not Pete.
but no, Pete called the plays.
Oh, Pete. Oh,
Yeah,
Pete
Pete called the play. Marlon Briscoe. Marlon Briscoe is the name.
Marlon Briscoe, man,
James,
from Omaha, Nebraska.
James Harris was the next year.
James Harris, Rams.
Yep,
Right.
and then Joe Gilliam was the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Right.
Right. Yep. That's Marlon Briscoe, a good friend of mine. I won't mention his name. He's an ex-pro football player, but he told me that.
Speaking of a great friend of yours, I ran into Donald Lyle a couple of days ago. But please
Oh
continue.
man.
Yeah, I told him, man,
Man.
come back on the show. But yeah, go ahead. Please continue.
No, he was telling me that I didn't know that Marlon Briscoe was from Omaha, Nebraska.
Ooh.
And Omaha, Nebraska puts a lot of great athletes out. Philly, I call him Philly Wise, Marlon Briscoe, the great pitcher, Bob Gibson.
Oh, Gibson. Bob Gibson's from Omaha
too.
Right.
Yeah.
Bud
a lot
Crawford.
of great athletes come out of there. Yeah, right.
Bud Crawford.
So maybe because the weather, the weather in Omaha is like, it's Midwest, so it just kind of,
well, it's Midwest meat and potatoes. After school, go out and help your daddy. The tire,
on the farm.
the tire on the tractor blew up, so you need to hold the one quarter of the tractor up while he puts a new tire on.
Right.
they produce
some
machines, man.
It's a different way of life in the Midwest, than because like we're out here in the West Coast. Well, we think we had it tough, and we didn't have it tough. It's just kind of, I don't know. It's kind of a myth, that they think, because people. Honestly, you think about it. I didn't grow up tough, I didn't ever have to. I did have to work in the fields because we used to pick tomatoes as a child. Probably when I was 10 years old, we used to go get on the bus with the Mexicans, and we go out to Woodland, California, and pick tomatoes. And we did that, But I had a lot of different jobs, though. I was a hustler. My daddy was a hustler. I'm a hustler, and my father worked till he was 86 years old. 86 years old, and he finally got sick and went down. But I'll be the same way if I live that long.
Remember your dad, and I was so impressed. I mean, I was impressed already by your grandpa Javier. And then when you mentioned a couple of weeks ago that he spoke fluent Spanish. I mean,
Yes.
I had no idea.
Yes.
And
yes,
and you mentioned that you went to work with some of our hardworking Latino brothers and sisters. You guys get on the bus. Some of the hardest working people. So tribute to them. And I don't want to make this a political thing, but it's quite unfortunate what so many people without benefit of warrant or trial or anything, or being in essence, kind of kidnapped.
Getting kicked out of the country, and it's just that to me is just a travesty as far as I'm concerned, and I'll keep it at that. I'm not like I said. I grew up in a predominantly Hispanic neighborhood. Some blacks, but mostly Hispanic folks.
Hard-working people. Let me tell you what.
Oh yeah,
hard workers, man. Hats off to them.
Yeah, I went like growing up. I was the first black kid in Fresno League, the first one. So I kind of experienced. I never had, but everybody was good to me. Like I was good. I'm a good ball player, so I didn't experience. The only thing I remember my dad telling me one time was that my mother, I hit a home run, right, and so the guy sitting next to my mother was Caucasian, and the guy said that nigger sure can hit. And of course, my mother erupted and beat the guy with an umbrella. And so my mom and dad had to move. When I came out of the dugout, it was like, because mother, they said, right, I had hands-on parents my whole life, all the time, like constantly. Anything I was involved in, they would do it. My dad would come from work, and then he'd beat my mom at the ball game. She was all same with football. I was Northern California football champion, which is like Don Lyle. We're still good friends to this day from 11 years old.
Mm-hmm.
From 11 years old, and I really, a lot of people that I know in Sacramento that I grew up with, played football with, and basketball with. Aaron Williams, I don't know if you remember him or not. He's probably like a few grades ahead of you, but he was a big time Sac High School basketball player. The McMurray brothers. You
Yeah,
remember
Chris
them?
McMurray.
Chris McMurray. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of guys, but I went to Hiram Johnson, and at that time, Hiram Johnson was a lily white school. We had 17 black guys on the football team. And that was it. It's like wow. So, but anyway, I don't want to talk about my athletic
Lily
career.
white. Do you mean that there were lots of Caucasian brothers and sisters going to Johnson? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
That's all right.
Hey, they got to go to school somewhere, and it's cool, But like I said, it was, just kind of interesting, when you look back at your life and especially with sports. I played football with a lot of Caucasian guys too. We had black.
You can play.
No. See, the thing about it was there was guys I knew coming up that were Tim Hoy. I mean, he was center. Wayne Dolsky was another tough guy. Oh my God, he was tough guy. So
were you there
when
the Force brothers were there?
Yeah, Bob
Force.
and Ken Force. They were older than me. Yeah, they actually, strangely enough, we walked to school, right? And we had, and Bob and Ken lived right across the street from Will C. Wood, and they probably had a pitching machine in the front yard.
I heard about that.
Right.
I heard about the pitching
and
machine.
I remember when we messed around. Oh no, I was dating a woman at the time that she was a little older than me, but she actually went to school with Kenny Force. And she said, "Well, I'd like to meet him." So I went down. We were up in the rafters in the old Candlestick Park. We went all the way down to the locker room. We saw Kenny Force. He didn't know me, and he knew her because they went to school together.
Who was he pitching
anyway,
for? St. Louis or
Houston? It was the Cardinals. It was the Cardinals.
Yeah,
it was
right.
the Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
right.
but talk about two fine pitchers, Bobby and Kenny Force, great pitchers. They were destined to be pitchers because that's all they had, that pitching machine in their front yard. They were older than me. Bob was much older, not too much older than me, and then Kenny was about 3 grades ahead of me. But they went to Will C. Wood, and my God, Will C. Wood, Hiram Johnson, and with the Force brothers, man, they were tough. They were tough players, tough pitchers, So
Sure.
And then Don Lyle, man, my gosh, man, I love that dude so dearly because we played football together at 11 years old. Played Pop Warner football together, and I got a photo of us sitting down, taking the picture and everything. Some of the guys, we had Kenny Duncan was on that team. Carl McCullough played on that. Kenny Duncan was not in the photo, but Carl McCullough was in the photo.
What team was that?
Sacramento Bears.
Oh, Pop Warner you're talking about?
Pop Warner, yeah, Pop Warner.
Man,
we had a star.
That's quite a
we had a star-studded team. I mean, and then Danny Royster was our quarterback. The first year I played.
Danny or Jerry?
No, Jerry was older than me. Jerry was a couple of years older than me. He had already played, and he moved on. But Danny, another good athlete, good friend of mine too. So a lot of guys I can remember. I saw some people at my aunt's funeral, man. The Hicks, the Hicks family, Sharon and Linda Hicks, they came to the funeral too. They knew my aunt. But anyway, I said, make sure you tell Edison hi, because Edison Hicks was like a god to me growing up. And I live in the flats, and then Glen Elders was the next neighborhood next to me. But they had a lot of fine athletes coming out of Glen Elders too. A lot of
Edison
good
Hicks, man,
athletes.
that's the name of a devastating fullback, or maybe somebody who's on his way to the White House.
Yeah, but he was he was another
Edison
really
Hicks.
really
Right.
just he actually coached went to City College, graduated, came back and coached City College, and now he's retired now. He's probably in his late 70s now, but he was another fine athlete. Him and Rick DeRigolo. I think Rick DeRigolo passed away some years ago, but they back then, then Darnell Hillman went to Hiram Johnson. You remember him, Dr. Dunk?
You know what? I never met him, but some say he was the before Dr. J or somebody, he was the greatest
Right.
dunker ever. Just
he was. He literally was. They said this, and I saw this. I didn't see it. I'm lying. Let me stop lying. They said that he could jump, flat-footed, run and jump, and take a dollar bill off the backboard, the top of the backboard. He'd jump that high. But he was a leaper, back
that's
then.
like Jumping Johnny Green. You ever heard of him?
I did hear him.
Right.
Yeah, I did hear about him.
Now that's where they say, I mean, this guy, I don't know how tall he was. I don't think he was a giant, but they say you could put a quarter up there and he'd get it and leave change, like get the quarter and leave a dime or something, Yeah. Jumping Johnny Green.
Wow. Yeah. There's a lot of stories about a lot of guys that, that could leap and whatnot, But
Right.
Again, it's just the folklore of Sacramento sports. For me, I think the best football player I ever saw was Lou Harris. I used to watch him. He went to Sacramento High School. He by far
Scholarship to USC.
Yep. And I don't know where Lou went, but he was the best halfback I ever saw play. But then I'd say the best all around athlete I saw was Jerry Wayster. I saw him just phenomenal. He's that people, he's gotten old now. We're all older now, but he was phenomenal coming up, and he was 2 grades ahead of me. But I see him all the time. I remember he dropped 41 points on Hiram Johnson at our gym.
Hey.
So
I remember I saw Jerry. I was stationed in North Carolina, and back then, the Braves were the played all over the Southeast sort of thing, right?
Right.
And I saw him. He was up with the Braves on third base. This dude had a hose. He had a howitzer for an arm, man. And it's not like he wasn't a huge guy,
No, he's probably like 6'1".
Right. And, well built, but, kind of like athletically slender, as I remember.
Right.
And he fielded the ball and he waited until the guy was about 4 steps from first base, and he shot a hose over there, man. And then I read something somewhere that some of the guys around the league are kind of pissed off at him because he did that routinely, and that would kind of make him have to run hard all the way or something like that, or just they felt like they were being showed up a little bit. I didn't think so. I just
he got drafted by the Dodgers originally, and then he got traded to the Dodgers to the Braves, and then he met up. And of course, he and Roland Office, they got drafted the same year. They played senior Babe Ruth baseball, and they went all the way and whatnot. When they had there was one
That's
guy.
a name I've heard a lot, Roland Office.
I've
never met him, but
yeah, he's actually in the Sacramento Hall of Fame now. Jerry's in the Sacramento Hall of Fame. So, and then Greg Vaughn's in the Hall of Fame. And actually, Greg Vaughn and Jerry are relatives. They're related to one another, That was something that I did not know. But,
he's related to Mo Vaughn also.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So,
the baseball player, Mo Vaughn? What?
Yeah,
they're cousins, I think.
They are. But yeah, it's just kind of
cousins. You know that. Let me see. O.J. Simpson and Ernie Banks are cousins. Maybe not first cousins.
But distant relatives, probably.
Well, I mean, they were on some talk show or something, 40 years ago. And OJ, I think it was, OJ said, oh, and by the way, Ernie Banks is a cousin of mine, a relative of mine, Another famous relative, I had it, I'd lost it, not Mays, but Reggie Jackson and it's a good one. It'll come to me.
Yeah, but Clem Daniels, number 36, used to play for the Oakland Raiders and played in his career with the 49ers. He's our distant cousin from
Right, nice.
He went to Texas. Yeah, he played at Texas.
Nice.
Texas Southern, and then he got drafted by the Raiders.
Right.
So anyway, there's some correlation, where people are.
What do you got, Javier?
Reggie Jackson's related to Michael Jackson?
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
what came up in Google.
Oh, no.
I think
it was
like
some athlete, somebody good too.
Hold on, I'm checking.
Maybe Bonds. I think it is Barry Bonds. I think.
Oh yeah. Interesting.
Because I remember Reggie being asked, "Do you think Barry was on?" No. The question was, if Barry was kind of not like quietly forced out of the league, how many would he have hit? He said, "Oh, he'd got 800, maybe 850." Right? Then the next question was, "Do you think he's on the juice?" And then Reggie said, with no hesitation, "Of course he's on the juice," kind of thing, And then I thought to myself, wow, man, that's kind of a tough way to lay your cousin out there under the bus, sort of thing, So I think it's Barry Bonds.
But with that being said, who's to say that back in Reggie Jackson era that he was not juiced either?
Well, I think the thing wasn't the juice back then; it was the bennies, the pep pills,
the greenies,
the greenies, right? And the greenies aren't new. They said that those things have been around for a
long time,
decades and decades.
A long period of time. So it is what it is. Anyway, I want to talk some football real quick. I saw some bowl games this past weekend. It wasn't bad. I was happy that USC won. I'm a big USC fan, so I'm a big UCLA fan for basketball, but football it's all about USC. And
I remember
USC,
the time.
They beat UCLA last night. Beat them not pretty bad too. They came back and I thought I was going to go the other way and I was going to switch the channel, but I didn't have to switch the channel. I was like, oh, okay, all right. So anyway,
well, let me ask you this, Sam, and Javier, right? Well, what do you think of Los Angeles, a city that size, basically the same size as New York, even though it says the city limits are like 4.5 million. There's just 10 million people if you look at the entire area. That city, in terms of college sports, has gone down the drain. And there is just tremendous talent there, but they all leave. There was a time when USC was the #1 football program in the country, and UCLA was #1 basketball program in the country.
Right.
And this was not just a one-off. I mean, it was 10, 15 years of that, or
more
at the top, or close to the top. Yeah. I mean, yeah, man. So, boy, I know that California, this is a pro sports state. We like to, look at the pro teams and just get crazy about them, and the college teams, and not so much, But I just think that with this state, with this talent base, that there ought to be 4 or 5 or 6 teams out here that are just, toward the top of the deal, in a couple of different sports, honestly.
Right. Well, USC for sure is in the top 15. even with that win, and move up a couple more notches. So they won't be in the college playoff series, of course, but they will go
You
to a
don't
nice
think?
bowl game.
Okay.
No. They're on the outside waiting to get in, but they don't play any more games. So it's kind of like, and then of
Oh,
course it would be
the
different
season,
if
did
they.
the season end today or something?
Yeah,
Ended yesterday.
last night was the last game period.
Okay.
The only thing they got now.
How many
is
teams
just,
going to the playoffs?
12.
I want to say 8. I could be wrong, America.
No, it's a 12-team bracket.
Oh, there you go.
Right.
I was wrong. Yeah. Well, see, but so that I think USC is on the outside.
Gotcha.
To getting in. But they are improving, but what they're doing is they're trying to keep the best football players in California. You think about it. The quarterback for the Carolina Panthers, he's from LA, right? Bryce Drew, when he played for Alabama, won a championship with Alabama. The young man that's the quarterback for the Houston Texans, he's from California too.
Yep.
You can imagine if they'd have stayed and they'd have played at USC, how much better USC would have been. And USC put out players, man. But see, a lot of these guys, they leave now. Of course, now I was telling my brother last night. I said, you know what? USC's got to figure out a way how they want to pay these guys because they have the money. There's a lot of USC is. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say I think USC is a two-pronged problem. They got the money, but it's the coaching. So the coaching is not. I like the coach, but he's not a Southern Cal coach. You know what I'm saying?
Right. He doesn't. He's learning. He's still learning.
Yeah.
The terrain.
Yeah.
You know, because he's not. You got to have a California. They're not gonna get rid of this guy because he did well this past year.
Yeah.
And from but and he's learning. But I think they have to figure out. They got to get a recruiter that just knows this whole state through and through, from Northern California to Southern California, and just go and sweep this whole state and go find the best talent, because the talent
is out there.
Talent is out there. If you're willing to go get it. The guy I feel sorry for, it's kind of a bummer, is Tim Spencer. Is it Spencer? The coach for UCLA. He's the interim coach.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they've already got 4 coaches that they want to give a chance to. They really should consider this Tim Spencer guy, because he took over for the team when they get fired. They knew the old head coach. They fired him, and they brought in Tim. Tim was there, the next guy up. So he did a good job. UCLA, they knocked off Penn State, right? So,
yeah.
And they gave some of the other teams a tough time. But again, he's working with a kickstand and one leg and a broken leg, and that's not going to get it. And so they know. I don't think he's going to get hired back. It's like Penn State. They have a coach too now. Same thing with them. Interim. They fired Franklin, but Franklin got a job with Virginia.
Virginia Tech.
Oh no, Michigan Tech. I'm sorry. Yeah, Virginia Tech. I'm so sorry. He's already got another job. So I just hope that they'll keep that coach at Penn State, because Penn State they were rocking toward the end of the season, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think back to the USC and UCLA, Lane Kiffin and all those Sarkisian and all those. They knew what the system they were going to run. They had the defense. So I think that's what USC is missing too. They have they have a decent defense. I mean, they're 9-3 this year. So
right.
They finished
Southern
fourth.
Cal, for the last 2 or 3 years that I've ever taken looked at them, watched them for half a game, they look small, like on the line.
Right.
You got to get some bigger boys, because they're in the Big Ten now, and you're going to play against Iowa, who they beat. Tough game there, but they beat Iowa in LA. But now next year they're going to play Iowa in Iowa City. That's going to be a different story. But you got to get some.
Do you remember, for instance, when Deion took over at Colorado, right? And he said no, not Colorado. Before he got to Colorado, He was at, where was he, Grambling or somewhere?
No,
No,
Jackson State.
Jackson State.
Jackson State, right. And so, I mean, they were having some success, and they were bringing in some big name guys, some 4 and 5 star athletes. And they said, "Well, how'd you like to come and play like somebody, at a Division One?" He said, "No, no, no, no." And his answer is, well, that was first part of his answer. He said, "Look, we can't go against guys that have NFL size on the line, and we're very small. We're gonna get tuckered out, get hurt, get embarrassed or whatever, right?" And so that was one of the problems, at that level. Well, Southern Cal, man, they never have to leave LA.
No.
Now they used to recruit everybody, and every kid in California wanted to go to SC who played football, and UCLA basketball kind of thing, right? So, I mean, they would get guys like who, in my opinion, is the best offensive lineman in the history of any league in football. That's Tony Munoz, right?
Oh
Well,
yeah.
Tony Munoz. I think Tony Munoz was from San Bernardino. He's a Southern California kid.
Yeah, he was a
Maybe
California
not San
guy.
Bernardino. Yeah, but he's from Southern Cal, maybe closer to LA. And, he went there and he filled that slot. And they'd have, well, not guys like that. There aren't many guys like that, but they would have All-American offensive and defensive linemen.
But you remember the Matthews brothers? They went to SC too.
I did not know
All
that.
of them.
Yeah.
Yes,
I did not know that.
All
Right.
of them.
Okay.
The brother, the dad, the brother, the son went to SC too.
Right. Wow.
Back in the heyday years when they were Reggie Bush, and they got Reggie Bush out of San Diego, and of course, some really dealy shenanigans was going on there.
Right.
But I'm so glad they gave Reggie his Heisman back. I'm so happy because
Me too.
Much needed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So now they gave it back. So it's like, okay. So maybe they'll elect Barry Bonds into the Hall of Fame.
What? Maybe hell will freeze over.
Right.
Maybe
I
hell
think they
will
want to
freeze
make an
over.
example of that dude, man. And I think the primary reason is because he just didn't have a good relationship with the press.
Right. And that was it.
Bosa. Ugh.
That was it.
Hey, can we let Aaron Rodgers retire after this year? Because he is terrible.
He just looks. He's
Not doing. What did he throw an interception or something?
Man, he's Steelers aren't that. They need a young quarterback. Yeah, they need a young quarterback.
They gotta have a young quarterback and quit dinking around with that old has-been guy. Let him retire and go to the Hall of Fame. After 5 years, he'll get in the Hall of Fame, and then we'll be done with Aaron Rodgers. Period.
Well, there's that. But they say that athletes are sometimes the last ones to realize that, man, you just don't have it anymore because they've been superior, physically superior all those years, and now they can't do it. Well, they never heard that before. Number one. Right. And number two, could be as simple as, you want to pay me $30 million? I'm gonna take it.
Well, it's hard to walk away from that money.
Sure.
I mean,
it's hard. If you're going to pay me, I'm going to do it. Right. And I get it,
They need to get rid of him. He's done.
But I'm thinking now, after this year, it's like, no.
Yeah, he's done. He's
slowing him down.
He's done, man. He's done. I said it last year, though, but I mean, you're 41, 42, coming off an injury.
Right.
Come on, man. I don't care what you say. That ankle is a tough thing to come back from. And
right.
Right. You look good you look decent in the first part, but now you're 6-6.
Right.
Steelers defense is a beast, but your offense is trash.
You can't get anything going when you're on the you get off the field to rest, and then you're
back in the game 4 plays later.
You gotta go back. 4 plays later, you got 3 and out. And it's like, what? So that's kind of.
See, I would think Pittsburgh. I haven't seen them play all year, but I would think Pittsburgh, based on their tradition, they're gonna take care of the defense first and get big people, as Parcells used to like to say. And the big starts on that offensive line.
Right.
So that means you can grind and pound and smash, you know, 4 yards and a cloud of dust, first
Right.
down.
That's all you
4 yards, a
need.
cloud of dust, first down.
That's all
And
you need.
so even if you don't score, let's say you go down and only kick a field goal, well, that gave your defense 20 minutes to rest.
I'm fresh.
Yeah.
I'm fresh.
hmm
Right. Yeah, I think
Yeah. So
Shadir didn't do that bad against the Niners. I figured the Niners were going to beat him, but he didn't do that bad today. And I think he should start again next week too. He should start again for the rest of the season. No more that Dylan guy. No, I'm done with him.
I mean, he missed a couple of throws. I think. I know him and Jerry Jeudy kind of got into it on the sideline a little bit.
Jerry Jeudy is trash, man.
Hey man, it's an Alabama guy. He's an Alabama guy. What do you want? What do you want to say?
Well, he's just trash, man.
I mean,
you know.
I think Shador. I think she played good. I think he played decently. I mean, their defense is holding up, so the score is not indicative of what.
Of the game. Because had they not had that fumble,
the turnovers killed them. The turnovers killed them.
The turnovers killed them, man. And so you cannot blame that. Who was that? Hubert, he suffered a broken hand. He's out for San Diego.
Oh man.
I just seen that flash. I'm watching this the red zone. I don't even watch the game anymore. Just watch the red zone. They'll pop up the score and you'll see some highlights and whatnot, and keep it moving. It's just better, like the Rams and the Seahawks are both tied. The Niners are right behind them at 9-4.
Yep.
And the Cardinals are 3-9. They're done. So
yeah. The NFC is looking wide open right now. Where the best teams, Chicago is surprisingly could be the best team in football.
Right, they're the turnaround team.
Along with the Cowboys, I think the Cowboys is looking really, really, really dangerous. I'm not going to say the Super Bowl because
some of the analysts are saying that they're going to, if they win one, they think that they'll win their last 4 games. So the key was to win one of their next 2, and they beat somebody.
They beat the Chiefs.
They beat the Chiefs, and next week I think they play Detroit.
They play Detroit next week. They play the Vikings after that, the Chargers, and then the Commanders.
They should win the last 3 or 4. I think they said last 4, but this that Detroit game could be tough.
That's a make or break game.
Right, it is a make or break game,
and that would make Dallas 10-7 or 11-6, something like that. They'd probably get in.
10. If they
Dallas has a good chance of getting in now. Because Philly is not looking. They're not the same team as they won the Super Bowl last year. But what's
up with Barkley?
They just shutting them down.
Shutting them down.
Shutting them down. The other team is stacking a line against him, or
right? They are. He's not being able to get off like he normally got off before in the past. But that's to be. But the only thing I'm liking. I'm so glad they got rid of Brian Gable for the New York Giants. Man, he was trash. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He was a trash coach.
I don't think he was trash. I think he was. They didn't manage the situation the way they were supposed to.
Ownership and the GM.
Right.
How are you going to get rid of Saquon Barkley and trade him to the same team in your division?
Yeah, that was bad.
That's what got me. It's just like, wow.
That was bad.
He didn't want to leave New York either.
Nope.
No, he didn't.
No, you know what? There was only like $7 million apart.
Well, that's a lot of money. $7 million.
Nah, but I'm saying in contract terms that you don't want to leave, they didn't leverage. I think Saquon was like, hey, look, I mean, well, what was on HBO was like, hey, I want to stay here. I want to be here for life. This is what I want to do. Just pay me X amount of dollars. And they didn't want to go that direction because they had Daniel Jones to get paid. And so they was like, either we pay Daniel Jones or we pay Saquon Barkley. And so
And what happened?
they paid Daniel Jones.
And Daniel Jones is a word. Playing for somebody else.
Playing for somebody else. So both of them left.
Right.
As a matter of fact, that season, they cut Daniel Jones. Traded him and was out of there. So you wasted up money that you could have kept the dude and got a guy, and you had a good draft pick coming. So you would have got a beast of a quarterback.
Yeah, just kind of some of these GMs, man, are trash, man. Some of the decisions that they make sometimes are just, they're not thinking with their head, they're thinking with their heart.
Right.
You know,
right.
And I just think sometimes it's like, and it happens because sometimes these GMs are like, that's why GMs go. They go. They're in and out. They're you know, they're just kind of sometimes you know, you want to.
Sometimes they think with
doing?
their checkbooks too.
Yeah, for sure that. But I'm gonna tell you what, and it's just my opinion. The Denver Broncos are quietly itching up there. They're sliding up. They play tonight. They play the night game tonight.
They play the Commanders tonight. They're about to whoop up on
them
boys.
They should be able to whoop them. They should be able to put a whooping on them.
Yeah.
You know.
Who's Denver's quarterback?
Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
Right. Yeah, Bo Nix. Yeah, the NFC is wide. I mean, look. So you have the top three in the NFC West that have 9 wins. So the top three have 9 wins. Chicago Bears has 9 wins. Philadelphia Eagles have 8 wins. So you look at those things, and then in the South, you have Tampa, who is 7-5. They're up by half a game over Carolina, and Carolina started out like 1-5 or something like that.
Oh, I know.
So they've been putting it on them, and I mean, and the thing with the Niners is they're not even healthy.
Oh my God, no.
And then you have in the
my poor
39ers. Yeah, 38, man. I mean, but then you have everybody who beats up on each other, right? And then NFC North is still the same thing. Like I think who is this? Detroit. They need this win next week against
badly.
They had a bad loss a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
What's the Niners record?
9-4.
Yep.
9-4.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Now just think. Now they did that as the 39ers, and they've been the 39ers for about the last 5 years, so they always have to play with 10 guys out.
Yep.
Man, this could be the greatest team. I mean, the greatest shoulda, coulda, woulda team in the history of the league. You know, same thing this year, man. We got a bunch of guys out.
Yeah. They played the Titans coming up, the Colts. I think and their last game is gonna go with the not the last game, the second to last game is gonna be with the Bears. I think that'll be for the number 1 seed going forward. I mean, I think the Rams is there too.
Right. They lost a tough one today to
the Carolina Panthers. To the Carolina Panthers,
right? Yeah. I'm having a brain fart like crazy.
Lost to the Carolina Panthers, so it's like, I mean, their schedule is they got the Cardinals next week, then they play the Lions, then they play the Seahawks, so they're gonna beat up on each other. Then they play the Falcons, so they come to the Falcons, and then they play the Cardinals. So
win and a win and a win.
Yeah, they'll get 2 of those for the Cardinals,
right? And the Falcons.
The Falcons, yeah,
they'll beat up on them.
Yeah.
Well, I think what the NFL has gotten now, they have parity. They wanted parity on any given Sunday. Certain team, X team can beat Y team. So that's what they want. Yeah. There's no one team. You look at who was it? Indianapolis Colts. They jumped out man, they were like boom, boom, 6 games, and now they've kind of cooled off. They lost today,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
So, but see, now you're in the second half of the season, so every game is very crucial. Every game counts. The weather's changed now. It's snowing. It's snowing everywhere. It's snowing in Michigan. It's snowing in Minnesota. It's snowing in Nebraska. It's snowing in the Midwest, right? It's snowing back east now. You know, I look and see, because I covered sports for such a long time in Minnesota, that I look and see what the fans are wearing. That tells me everything. It's like, oh my, okay, you know. And so now you might as well say you're in December now. You're in December now, coming up.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow is the 1st of December, right?
Tomorrow's the first.
So it's like that weather is going to get more brutal, more brutal, more
This
brutal.
year flew by.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Oh yeah. This year has been wow. It's been wow this year. So yeah, I totally agree. I think it's nip tuck time in football. So it's 4 weeks left, 5 weeks left. So it's nip tuck. You know, where all the leaders and it just so happened that the leaders are playing each other once
now,
or twice. Yeah. So
right. Yeah. Now, and that's what the NFL wanted. They wanted because it makes it more exciting.
Yeah.
It makes it more exciting. It makes it more appealing. More people are. The NFL, I keep telling you, man, they're like the mob, man. They got it all figured out.
Yeah, man. They run the gambling business. They run the everything. And so, you know, kind of how that is. It's just like, you know, doesn't make it. Is it wrong? They don't tell you to go out and gamble, do they? No, they don't. But they make it easy for you to gamble if you decide to gamble. I don't gamble. If you have a gambling addiction, please go see Gamblers Anonymous. AAA for gambling. Like what?
Like what? Yeah, I see that all the time. It's just like, wow.
What do you guys think about Chauncey Billups and these guys being indicted?
They gotta have face. They gotta have face to it.
They keep saying that the mafia is involved in it. Well, I never seen anybody in the mafia getting up and hell, have you?
Nah, because they're probably telling the truth.
Right. So my thing is, they keep saying, well, it's mob run, and it's like, well, but nobody. You know, the thing is that I don't trust anything and anybody anymore. I don't trust. Do you trust the FBI? No. Cash Patel's about ready to be gone, right?
And
they're gonna probably hire another guy to come in and run the FBI.
Yeah, FBI. I mean, it's there for a reason. You know, if you want to talk politics for a minute, I mean, it's there for a reason. Right. He's doing his job to not do his job.
Right, and then that's my point. It's just that he's doing his job to not do his job. And it's like, well, do your job, man. He's not gonna do his job.
No, man, he's put there to not do his job. I mean,
right.
I look at how everything in America is going. People are upset. It's not just blacks, not just Hispanics, not just Asian. Everybody's upset.
Correct.
At the government and how they're, you know, the freedoms are taken away. How people are just, you know, people are outraged now.
Right. Absolutely.
You know, because wrong is wrong and right is right. I mean, and they're putting it on, the immigrants, but you ain't. Only immigrants that you deporting and kidnapping is the ones that look like Javier Carrion.
Yeah, brown people. You know and probably some black people too are being deported too.
They've you know, I just came from Miami, and I was like, you know, everybody down here speaks Spanish. Miami's just a Spanish town, whatever it is, right? Just like LA. But they won't do that in Miami, right? You can't get away with that. You could get away with it in LA, but you can't do that in Miami. And I was
Cubans
like,
are predominantly Republican.
Right. And you got DeSantis, and who's not Cuban, but he's Cuban. But no. But I'm just, I just go there, and I'm like, you know, this country is so, or strategically, what the government is doing is just crazy. You know, strategically.
Well, I should say Florida or Miami Cubans tend to be a little bit more right wing.
Yeah. Hell,
Right.
now
Right.
the
And so
Texans
he's
are
not.
becoming
I
right
think
wing.
that. Oh, they have been. They have been. Oh, you mean
The Hispanics in Texas are right wing.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas is a red state.
Yeah.
Yeah, but but now I don't want to get into politics, but
Sure.
but I see the writings on the wall. The writing is on the wall, and I'm thinking that they're talking about doing what is it? I forgot. With Trump impeach him. That's going to happen.
For what?
Not unless he's done worse things, in my opinion. Not to get political.
He's been impeached already.
Then this time, yeah. But see, he would need to, as long as he has control of the House, both houses of Congress, an impeachment's not going to happen.
Yeah, and it's not going to do nothing. I mean, you don't want to impeach. I mean, you don't want to be on the wrong side of history to impeach the president. And then you're gonna put JD Vance in. Everybody's like, nah, man, that's not the pick.
Well,
right?
That would be, he'd have to be convicted, and that would take a 2/3 majority.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
I think that they can get her done though, because a lot of Republicans now are leaving the party. They're just leaving. They're stepping down.
Well, yeah, they're leaving. They're stepping down out of their posts. I think what it is now. Everybody's sick and tired of the lobbying, so which is kind of funny because the thing that Trump ran on in the first term was draining the swamp, right? We're going to drain the swamp of the lobbyists. We're going to drain this. But what do you have now? You have the APAC lobbyists on both sides of the aisle, and Republicans and Democrats are both just doing the bidding of the foreign entity of Israel. That's all we're doing.
Right.
And people are sick and tired of that.
Right. I understand it. I'm going to wrap it up, folks.
Yes, sir.
I want to read some of my good old sponsors, I want to thank everyone. Please join, subscribe. Please join this podcast. It's on YouTube. Big Sam and Nephews. Make sure you put Big Sam and Nephews. I got to get some more business cards too, because every time I'm out and about, I want to give a shout out to my relatives too, Clifford and Cordella. I spent Thanksgiving over there at Cordella and Clifton's house, and had a wonderful time. Very good people.
She has some good food. Dang.
Oh man! And then I went home with a big old plate to take home, and they didn't have the traditional pumpkin pie and the sweet potato pie. They had some good old apple pie. The apple pie was so good. Oh my God!
Smack. I know they could throw down. I know that man. I know our family could throw down, man. So I'd be loving.
Right. So
your grandmother made the best bread I've ever had in my life, Javier.
Man, who you telling? I used to sit up. Look, how many? We done? Let me get some. Let me put some butter on that thing and keep it moving.
Oh, I know. Yeah, that was.
We got the bread recipe. I got her bread recipe.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
We're teaching Annie how. We're teaching Annie how to make it, and she knows how to make grandma's carrot cake.
What?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah.
She knows how to. Ellie does too. Knows how to make the carrot cake. The pound cake. I got that. What else do we have? We got a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow.
So.
All right. That's all good to know.
Yep.
I want to thank Nathan from Sacramento. That's what I call him, Nathan from Sacramento. Was on with us.
I'd have called in when I called in the KNBR. I'd have said Nathan Sacramento.
There you go. Yeah, and actually, I'm having some dental work done. I've had 7 dental appointments already, but I'm having a plate put in my mouth. I don't know, some of my teeth are missing now, but that's okay. I'll have a full mouth full of teethus, as they say. I'll have all that, So, I might as well get her done, right? Because I was thinking, me and my brother were saying, you know what? We might as well get our dental work done now, because we don't know if I'm on Social Security, and I'm also on my medical plan and stuff, Medicaid, and all that. So anyway, I said, I'm gonna go ahead and just you know what? They're showing it in AFC. I'm sorry, New England is 10-2.
Yes, New England is 10-2. Yep, New England.
I forgot all about New England.
Yeah, my
bad. And then Denver's 9-2.
Yeah.
And then the one team that's still in it is the Ravens, but I don't see the Ravens getting it done. I don't. I'm just saying, that's just my opinion.
I mean, only reason why they're there is because they're the leader of the
leader of their division.
Yeah.
But they're 6-6, it's like, oh no.
Yeah, the Bengals are in the hunt, but they're not going to make it.
They're not going to make it either. Nope. They got some legendary players. Dexter Manley, Doug Williams, and Charles Mann are going out for the flip of the coin. Dexter Manley was oh my God, he was the monster, man. Back in the day, I actually know his family down in Atlanta. You remember the Manley kids from the basketball camp? Yeah, Dallas. Yeah, Dallas has got like almost grown kids now.
Yeah, I remember them. Yep.
Right, and so they were, yeah. So anyway, I don't want to get off track, but anyway, I want to thank my other nephew got another job with Delta Airlines. He said so. Yeah. Sometimes he'll be on periodically, in and out.
He hooked me up Wednesday. Good job, nephew. Good job, bro. That was how I was able to get down to Miami.
That's how you went down to Miami. I know that's right. Hey, take care of your family, man. I need to ask him about a hookup from Fresno to Atlanta. I'd like to come to Atlanta to visit you all. Friday, yeah. I get a hookup. Always that. It kind of reminds me of back in the day when I worked for the Timberwolves. Everybody, can you give me a hookup? It's like I got tickets, but it's like I got tickets up in the skyscraper, but
I got tickets.
I don't have. It's something you get in the door. So anyway.
Yeah, I got some good tickets. I got good tickets to the Hawks game this week. So from the job, so they're hooking me up.
Yeah, there you go.
They hooked me. Hey, I want to give.
All right.
I want to give a shout out real quick.
Go for it.
H-Rap Brown passed away, aka Imam Jamel Alameen passed away on Monday. So that's why I went down to Miami to the funeral.
Oh, okay, to the funeral.
So just want to give a shout out to H-Rap. Everybody who knows H-Rap from the SNCC days, from the days of the Black Panthers all the way up.
Right. All the way up, yeah.
Always a freedom fighter, always fighting oppression and oppression and for injustice. And so he was they're working to get him exonerated still with the case. People are still like, oh, he did, and no, he didn't do it. I mean, it's been proven more for years. So 25 years they took him out. They've been kind of, sorry to get political, but they've been trying to get him for upwards of 50 years, right? So you've been after this man for 50 years. So yeah, I just want to send my prayers over. I was down there, so I just want to send my prayers with Kyrie, which is his son, his other son Ali, which is two dear friends of mine. They are my brothers for real. So, him and the family. So,
my condolences to his family.
Yeah, man, it was tough down there, man, but it was good though. Yeah. So,
well, thank you, man. Appreciate that very much.
Yes, sir.
I want to thank everybody for, please, like I said, please subscribe to this show. And a lot of people have subscribed. We weren't on last week, but that's okay. We're on this week. So anyway, Big Sam and Nephews on YouTube. There you go. Make it happen, Cap.
Sorry, I went off.
Okay. Okay, I went on. Anyway, I want to tell everybody that,
I think
Big
either Sam is muted or maybe I'm muted and can't hear.
No. I went off for a second, but I'm back on. I'm back on. But I want to get to this really quickly before I go off again. The Big Sam and Nephews is sponsored by My Guy Market at 504 East Belmont Avenue and here in wonderful Fresno, California. I live in Fresno, California. Javier lives in Atlanta, California. Nathan's up in Sacramento. So that's the deal. And they have the award-winning San Joaquin Valley's best the Checkmate sandwich. It's a yummy Texas steakhouse sandwich. And also, I want to thank the owner, Floyd Sanchez, and also want to thank the cook, Eddie. I want to see what's going on, Eddie. How you doing, man? So I want to thank them also. And my other sponsor is Big Sam and Nephews is also sponsored by Fresno Social. So Big Sam and Nephews is also sponsored by
Fresno Social Sports.
That's a tongue twister. Thank you, Nathan. What would I do without you? It's like, oh man. I was like, oh man. I got
Where
out.
adults come to play one game at a time.
There you go. And also, you could, if you want to get in touch with Fresno Social Sports, you can go to FresnoSocialSports.com. And my dear friend Eric DeYoung is the owner of Fresno Social Sports. And I also want to thank Eric and thank Floyd too and Eddie, for being good sponsors. I might order a sandwich this week from Floyd. I'm not sure yet. I got a busy week. I gotta go to the market. I gotta go. I got a doctor's appointment, and then I got a dentist appointment on the 13th. So I'm, my winter is going by very quickly. Very quickly, which I like. I like being able to do that. So anyway, I want to thank everybody for listening to this podcast, and we'll be on again 4 o'clock West 4 o'clock West Coast time. So if you're in New York or on the East Coast, that's what
7
p.m.
And if you're in the Midwest, it's 6 o'clock.
Midwest would be 6, Mountain States would be 5.
Right. I got that mixed up, man. This is like,
Sorry, we got you back.
Anyway, I know. Hey, that's what you're all here for. Back me up. Anyway, I want to thank everybody very much for listening to our podcast, and we will be back on again next Sunday. And you can please subscribe to this podcast. And then some people stream. That's fine. I don't care. Just subscribe. Make it happen, Captain. All right. We'll see you all. When I got on that, where am I saying all this unhip stuff? Make it happen, Captain. It was like, what?
No, I like that. I like that one.
Sorry, go ahead, Unc. You good?
You think I'm good?
Yeah.
No, I try to be cool. They say, well, I tell people how old I am. They say, you're 71. I go, yes, I'm 71. But I'm a cool old dude.
I know, right?
All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you all. God bless everybody. We'll see you next Sunday.
Later.
Take care, guys.